I ain't even gonna choke it. One pull. Now what I'm gonna do here, I got my handle a little too far forward. I need mine a little closer. I ain't that tall of a guy. I'm gonna adjust this and slide it back. We're gonna take this out there. There's some tall grass on the lot next to me. And we're gonna test out the little cutter here. All right, guys. We out here at the lot that's growed up. You see that's some pretty good tall grass there. We finna fire this thing up, but I'm gonna go on and tell y'all. This handle on this joker is got a little cushion on it, and y'all seen when I put it together, it's got that vibration dampener in it. I must say, this handle right here is a better feeling handle. My favorite weed eater that I've ever owned is my Mariyama. But this handle right here feels a lot better than it does. You can see I'm getting a little smoke coming off of it, burning the new off the engine. That's coming off the exhaust right there. But we finna fire up and we finna cut some weeds here. Another thing I like is the twist and load head here. If you ain't never seen that, I got a video showing how that works. I'll try to remember to attach above. But when you run out of string, you just twist it and you line this air up till you can see that hole through there, and you cut you a piece of string about 8 foot long. You pull it through there and then you just go to twisting and it loads it. It's a twist load, and I really love them. You ain't got to take the head apart to load them. So that's another thumbs up about this. So far I'm liking it, but I will say it's a little heavier than my Mariyama. It's about the same weight as my steel commercial one. Now the steel homeowner ones I got a homeowner style, which is a lower price steel. It's about the same weight as it. But for the price, and you get all these attachments, like I said, I ain't run it enough yet to see how it's gonna hold up. But so far, I'm liking this little blue machine. So let's fire up and see how good she cuts. Easy to crank. I like this. Like I said, it's just a little bit heavier, but being heavy means it's made of some good material. It's a little bit heavier than the steel and the Mariyama. And I know the shaft, again, I ain't rating this with the Mariyama because that Mariyama commercial weed eater, I mean, you talking about almost 3 times the price, guys. I mean, it's got bearings in the shaft and all that. But for a homeowner's weed eater, like I said, it's just a little bit of weight on the back, but it balances good when you hold it. So far I like it. So let's go up there and let's get the pole saw and put on there and cut us a length. Guys, another thing I like about weed eaters is I like a straight shaft. My Maruyama's a straight shaft, but my steel, I got two of them and they the crook neck shafts. I really like using the straight shafts better than the crook neck shafts. And that's something that's gonna be a preference. Everybody may like one over the other one. But we're gonna take this off and we're gonna put the pole saw on here. Now guys, this ain't no extended boom. This is just one piece here. It ain't got no extension that you can put in the middle to make it longer. Just make sure that little button there pops back through that hole and tighten it up. So guys, the length of this on the tip of the blade to your handle there is 5 foot 4 inches. That'd be where you holding it, giving it gas, is 5 foot 4 inches. So you ought to be able to reach up about 8 foot if you're anywhere from 5 to 6 foot tall, fella or lady. But like I said, this ain't got no extension on it. It's just a one pole saw. It ain't no telescopic or nothing. Now guys, we got a limb right up here we gonna cut. I'll say that's about 7 foot up. I don't know, it's about 3 inches in diameter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna saw it off back here. Then we can tilt the bar here and play with it and look at it. Uh-oh, I finna say one pull, but it went back dead. Guys, did y'all see it getting that bite and lugging down? Well, every pole saw I've had when it's brand new and that blade is extremely sharp, when you set it up there, if you set it up there too hard, it gets too big of a bite and it'll choke them down. So I'm gonna run this a little more. I'm finna find another limb because that was the very first limb this saw has cut. And a lot of that was me messing up by setting it on there too hard and letting it get a bite. So I want to give it its fair chance. So let me look around here and find another. I've been wanting to cut down anyway, guys, so we finna cut some of these out of my way. Now, as y'all seen that time, I made sure I had the engine revving good and the blade was turning good before I stuck it up there. And it cut like it's supposed to. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Like I said, it's just a little bit heavy. Right now, that's the only negative I got against it, comparing it to my steel or my Mariyama. But you got to remember, you're getting all these attachments for about half the price, or more than half price less than I know that Mariyama cost and that steel. Now the steel makes a homeowner style that's cheaper, but it's still higher than this, and you don't get all the attachments. All right, guys. So now we're gonna remove the pole saw. I'm really surprised at how heavy duty this stuff is made of. And guys, I just seen another plus here I want to point out that I just noticed. You see how this pole saw pivots? It has a grease zert right here to where you can grease. And that is a big plus to me, being able to grease that. Also, on the hedger ends, got two grease zerts. One right there and one right there. So this may be on the residential style end of things, but they was thinking some commercial thinking when they put this in here. Being able to grease deal. Now the weed eater end right there ain't got no grease zert. Now you may be able to take that bolt right there out and put some oil in it. I have done that on different ones. But the plus on the weed eater is having that twist and load in on it. So after I finish demonstrating this, before I can continue on and use this on a job testing them out, I give them a little squirt of grease in these grease zerts. Now, I don't know how much hedges. I ain't got much hedges here at the house. But we are going to go around there and give them a little trim just to try this out. Now again, on a hedger, well, my favorite one that I've ever owned, which is one I got now, is a Mariyama, but it's the handheld, gas operated. What I'm happy about having this one on this pole is when you trimming hedges in the summertime and all them guinea wasses got them nest up in there, at least you can stand back a little bit and do it. Instead of right up there on top of it and they come out stinging you on your legs and everything like that. So let's go around there now and test out this hedger. Well, guys, cuts just as good as any other I ever used. I'm gonna go out here in one of these trees. We're gonna cut a little bigger limbs with this here. Put it through a little more test. Now even though these little cedar trees I mowed through here, and I'm gonna trim this where they ain't slapping me in my head. Now normally you would do this with your little pole saw, but I want to test this out. Guys, I know I cut some little limbs right there that was much bigger than any hedges that I'm gonna be cutting. So I give the little hedger a thumbs up. Okay, guys. So my all in all opinion about this Wild Badger 26cc 4-in-1 multi-tool. I'm assuming they calling it 4-in-1 because it's got a pole saw, a weed eater, a hedger, and the motor. I'm assuming the 4. I done looked through my packages. I done looked through the box again. I didn't get no brush cutter blade in here. So I emailed them and let them know that the box I received didn't have a brush cutting blade, and I'm sure they'll send me a brush cutting blade. I said I was gonna finish this video until I used this some more. But what I'm gonna do here is I got a Wild Badger backpack blower I'm gonna be trying out. So, if you ain't subscribed, you need to reach down there and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. It don't cost you a thing, and you'll get notifications when my videos come up. And when I do the leaf blower, I'm gonna give y'all an update of my opinion on this, because I got a couple of yards I'm gonna be mowing tomorrow, and I'm gonna use this weed eater to do it. But far as me right now, and the price of this for a personal homeowner for doing just his home, I think this is a very good price range for what you get. The only drawback I have to it, it is a little heavy. And I'm comparing that, I'm not comparing it to other weed eaters in its price range. I'm comparing that to my 2 weed eaters that's twice this price. So that's kind of unfair to do that. But it is a little heavy. But again, when something's a little heavy, that means it's made of heavier duty stuff, right? I mean, this is like cast iron and all back here on this motor. But guys, if you like these little videos, like I said, if you ain't never subscribed, please reach down there and hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing. Give me a thumbs up on my videos. If you know anyone that be interested watching Papaw's place, I do videos just all about it, a little bit of everything. But I will be back with a video on the leaf blower. And then when I do it, I give a little update on what I think about this after I do my yards tomorrow. I got several yards. Like I said, I know I got 2 big yards gonna have to be doing some weed eating on. And if they got any limbs need trim. That's one thing I like about this, guys. This is gonna be my backup. I got my weed eater that I haul on my trailer with me every day mowing. But I don't like hauling my pole saw. I mean, this is an expensive telescopic pole saw, and I don't like hauling my hedger around unless I know I'm gonna be cutting limbs or hedging. But occasionally I get to a yard and there's a limb done broke or something. So this is gonna be my one that I haul around with me, that I got all my attachments. That way if my weed eater quits, something goes wrong, I got a backup here to finish out my day with. If I need to cut a limb, I got a pole saw with me. If I need to do a little hedging, I got my hedger with me. So this is my backup, and I didn't see no sense in for a backup. Buy something that's more reasonable price as my backup. But like I said, if you're a homeowner and you wanting something just for your own property, because that ain't like something you're gonna be using every day, I think this here is a great little product. Like I said, there'll be an affiliated link in the description below this video to where you can go purchase this. And when I say affiliated link, I do make something off of that, but it don't add to your price. So I really appreciate it if y'all use them affiliated links. Also, I'm about 99.9% sure that Lowe's sells this Wild Badger brand. So if you someone that don't like to order something and want to check it out at your local box store, I think Lowe's sells these. But as always, guys, hope y'all have a great day and a blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.